You know, now that the party is over, the hangover headache is just beginning, and I like to call New Year's Tuesday with a hangover.
So while Lisa gets ready to work out, we want to give you some natural remedies that will get you feeling better. Registered herbalist Sara Chana.
Yes, correct.
Yeah, I did it. Sara Chana is here with some much-needed hangover help. I'm a little hungover.
Yeah. So, I was afraid of that.
Yeah.
I had you in mind. Absolutely.
Sure. So now let's talk about hangovers. Everybody knows they're caused by dehydration.
Right. Absolutely.
But now, what are some things that we can find that are not in our medicine cabinet that can help us get over the hangover?
So you have to hydrate, and when you're done hydrating, you've got to hydrate. But the most important thing is, how do you hang on to those liquids? Because alcohol dehydrates you. So I was doing lots of research. As an herbalist, we learn that, you know, you're in a toxic state, you're kind of poisoned. So I was looking and seeing, how do they handle hangovers all over the world?
Okay.
And in Russia, I thought it was brilliant, because you know what they use? They use pickle juice. Okay, who would ever think of using pickle juice?
Oh my God.
Wait, let me tell you why it's so brilliant. Because cucumbers are like 95% water.
Right.
Yeah.
They also have a lot of trace vitamins and minerals that help give that body that lift after you've been a little bit poisoned. The other thing that's so great is that it's got a high salt content.
Okay.
Why do you want salt? Because it lets you
replenish. Does it? What? Wait, no. Tell
it
me
helps
what it
with
does.
the electrolytes, but it also helps you hang on to your fluids. And what's even more incredible, listen how genius
this is crazy. I've never heard of this.
Now, never. If you get a dill pickle, what does dill do herbally? It settles the stomach. So if you have little babies that are crying, you give them dill juice. So if you drank too much, the best thing in the morning to do is drink a little pickle juice. Okay, taste it and tell me what you think.
Bottoms up, John. Go ahead. You're the one with the hangover. Ah, I can't believe you did that.
Two of them.
It's so good. I do like dill pickles.
Do you feel better?
Maybe if I ate a couple of dill pickles, would that make you feel better?
Absolutely.
Wow.
Are you feeling better?
Wow.
Okay, now let's go on to another idea.
Okay, so if people can't do pickle juice, some people can't stomach that.
A little intense.
What else could we do to help?
So if you're not in the mood to drink water, because sometimes when you're nauseous, like water's not so appealing, what you can do is you can make a vegetable and fruit smoothie. And why I like to add vegetables is because broccoli is 85% water and celery is about 89% water. And it's got, again, all those vitamins and minerals. You know, there's all those rehydrating drinks out there, but they're kind of blue and green and orange, and they got a lot of coloring in them that's not so healthy. So what I suggest you do is go into your kitchen and find whatever you have. So I have a little bit of celery here.
Okay.
I'm getting some broccoli, because I want my greens in there, because it makes you healthier.
It's a great way to get your greens.
Absolutely.
A couple of strawberries.
I've got some cucumbers. Okay, did you ever think of drinking cucumbers the morning after?
You know,
I'm thinking it's a great idea.
But not after when you're hungover. You don't even you want pizza, you want a burger.
I've got grapes. So whatever you have in your kitchen is going to be perfect. Now, you have two choices, because you've got to add a liquid to your blender, because not everybody has juicers.
Right.
So you can add either
vodka,
just
right?
Well, smell it. It's kind of just water.
Oh, it's water.
Morning after.
Okay.
So you add some water. If you don't, if you are really together and you have coconut water, not coconut milk, it can replenish your electrolytes. So you go ahead and put in your coconut water.
Does it add a little sweetness too?
Well, the water is a little bit blander tasting.
Really?
It's the milk that's really sweet.
Oh, okay.
So for my sweetness,
the fruit will add the sweetness. The grapes will add the
So you're gonna just blend this, and I made you guys some delicious
This is wonderful. Thank you so much. Here,
Thank
So this is not going to be
Toast to
syrupy,
you.
fruity sweet because of all the vegetables,
No,
right?
but and it's gonna just hydrate you really well.
Can I have this with a side of grilled cheese, please, if I'm hungover? Because seriously,
the grease. Taste that.
Wow.
That's not bad.
That's good.
It is good.
It's a great chaser after you've had a
I like
pickle
juice.
cup
This
of
is actually
pickles.
really good.
This is really good, and it really, really, really hydrates you. And it also, you know, if you kind of threw up the night before or in the morning,
This just took a turn.
missing a lot of those nutrients you need. So this is going to work even better than water. Okay.
What about some herbs and spices?
Well, that's what we're getting up to next. So let's say you don't have any vegetables. Let's say you're a single guy. Well, maybe you'd have some
living
herb
in New York
teas.
City. Yeah,
Let's see. So my two favorite herbs to use is ginger and mint. Okay, so you can either use the fresh plants, or in this day and age you can buy them in tea form.
Okay.
So let's talk about the difference between them. So one thing as an herbalist is, just because you're hungover doesn't mean that everybody has the same symptoms. Some people can be freezing cold, some people can be hot, some people can have headaches, some people can have stomach indigestion. So when we as herbalists are looking at the person, we have the label of hangover, but then we want to understand the details.
The specifics.
So let's say that that you are freezing cold. You are just not feeling well. So then you're going to want to go for a ginger tea.
Is it going to heat you up?
It heats you up.
Yeah.
Ginger increases circulation, makes you warm, makes you warm. You always want to add some honey because there's some fructose in this, and studies have shown that fructose helps you get rid of alcohol in your system sooner.
Okay.
Another great idea is if you're really, really hot and you're just sweating, and they do say that sweating out your alcohol is a great idea.
Yeah.
But if you're sweating and sweating, you want to cool down a little bit, you do a mint tea. Mint tea with your honey is going to settle your stomach. It's going to help increase circulation. It's going to make you feel better.
That's like when you're laying in bed and you have to throw one leg out because you're like kind of hot, but then you're cold.
Exactly.
You would have the mint tea.
Yes,
then.
exactly.
These are great tips.
Now,
Really, these are unbelievable.
Now, another idea you can do is, let's say you got to get it together really quickly. Like somehow you have a business meeting in the afternoon. So what you can do is you can go into a shower. And what you do is you start with the water. It's called hydration therapy, but it's for external hydration. What you're going to do is you're going to make the shower water warm, and then you're going to switch it and make it cold. You know how they do that? And then you're going to make the water a little bit hotter, and then you're going to make the water a little bit colder. And you're going to vacillate between the hot and cold water every 3 to 4 minutes. And what happens is it kind of wakes you up. You know when someone's laying in, you pour cold water over them?
Does the trick.
Yeah, he does it all the time.
But you want that heat also because it increases the circulation. So you could go in the shower warm, cold, and then as you get a little bit more gutsy, a little more comfortable, you kind of make it a little hotter and a little colder. That's another great way to sober up.
These are all great ideas, and I didn't know it was all about hydration. So
no clue.
Sara Chana, did I get it right?
Absolutely, that was perfect.
Thank you for joining us.
All the best.
Chana has offices in New York and Los Angeles, and if you missed these hangover tips, don't worry, we've got them listed on our website if you can make it to your computer. WLNYTV.com.
Yeah, and seriously, this was very good. So you might want to whip that up. Now,